everyone.
Hello, everyone. This is
How's it
Welcome,
going?
welcome.
Get down. Hi. How is everyone? How are you doing? Lovely to see you.
Happy summer.
It's Novel90 time.
It is Novel90 time. Okay, let's get our screen sharing sorted. Yes. Just a second. Can you believe it is June tomorrow? Unless you are already in Australia where it is already June. How is June?
It's already June. It's cold.
For all of us.
It's cold.
Okay.
There.
Good to
lovely.
know.
I'm happy to be cold finally. It's lovely. It is a lovely day here. And I wish the same for you all, for your June 1st as well. Not cold, but lovely.
Okay, so can everyone see that? I hope so, because that's what I've got.
Yay.
Fantastic. Welcome to the Novel90 Summer Kickoff. Can you plan, write, and edit a novel in 90 days? We know you can.
We know you can.
Please let us know in the chat how many of you are returning Novel90 challengers and how many of you are very brand new to this whole experience. All are welcome.
Brand new.
Woo.
Coming back.
Returning. Oh my goodness. So many people. First timers.
Oh, we're so excited to have you. It's going to be such a fantastic summer of getting our words in, getting our books done, and just doing so in community, right? I think that one of the things that I love about being an author is not only that I get to make a living telling my stories, which is an actual dream come true, but the writing in community, to finding my affectionately called my own group of nerds who also want to geek out about words and the stories that live rent free in our heads and all the things that go into creating a book. So this is actually our 5th challenge here for Novel90. This is our 5th cohort. If you are brand new, and so many of you are, Novel90 is so much more than a writing challenge. Now, I know all 3 of us on this call have done all kinds of challenges and contests. I think all 3 of us are many times over, like NaNoWriMo alumni. Isn't that correct, Katherine?
Yes. That's where I got my start.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Me too.
Lots of contests. I know you just placed in a short story contest, did you not, Kat?
I did. I placed in the writing battle, one of the writing battle short story contests. I came 5th in my group in my house.
That's amazing.
Nice.
And you've done Midnight Writers, right, Katherine? Remind me of the name of that one.
Yeah, the New York City Midnight Writing Challenge too, for sure.
So we have all these different kinds of ways that we can challenge ourselves as writers, and Novel90 kind of fits in a really unique space because we are not a word count challenge per se. Like NaNoWriMo was how many times, we have 30 days, get as many words as we can done, and it's just like word vomit, right? 30 days of intensity. We are a little different because we are 90 days long, and we've actually separated this challenge out so that we have a planning month, a writing month, and of course an editing month. So our goal for you as you join this challenge is actually not just to get as many words as possible. We're looking for a completed work, right? This is taking it to that next step of I don't just want words to meet an explicit number that we have just pulled out of thin air. I want usable words that have been crafted so that you have at the end of this challenge something that you could query, something that you could self-publish, something that you could say, actually, no, I finished my book. So that's kind of a unique framework that we have here at Novel90. And for everyone who's like, I don't think that's possible, please know that we have had tens of thousands of authors actually complete Novel90 over the last 5 cycles, or this is the 5th cycle, so the last 4 previous cycles. We have folks that are under submission for large publishers. We have folks that are agented now with their books. We have folks that are published of all different varieties. We have trad published authors, we have self-published authors, we have hybrid authors. We have people that have completed fiction trilogies. We have people that have completed nonfiction textbooks. We have someone who did a cookbook collection that I still would love to know what happened with that because the recipes sounded amazing. This is something that you are welcome at no matter what you write. Anything else you guys want to add to that, Katherine, Kat?
No, I'm I'm really excited to see what this new group of authors is going to bring to the table. We've had so many different genres and so many different flavors of writing, and I'm so excited to see what my team brings this year, what everyone brings this year.
Yeah, and I just want to encourage people who are new to AutoCrit and new to Novel90 specifically, that you can bring a piece with you that's in progress. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. I see a lot of people, talking about how you've started books and other challenges and you're looking for a place to finish. This is your place to finally come finish. You don't have to start something brand new. And if you don't keep up with the timeline, you don't have to drop out. We want you here beginning to end because progress is the goal here, not perfection. And the three of us are often writing, editing, doing bookish things right alongside you guys as we go through the challenge. So we get that there's going to be good days and bad days, but that is the great part of having a community in your back pocket.
Exactly. This is also a lot about perseverance and just, setting an audacious goal and getting after it. So I believe in you. Now, Kat, do you want to go through the Novel90 journey?
I surely can. We're not just going to let you run feral through the city without any guidance. No, no, no. There is a plan in place to help you get your book finished. We are here at the bottom at Kickoff, but for June, we're going to spend some time planning our books. Now, that's going to look different for every single team, and we'll talk about our teams in just a second here. But June, we're going to take 4 weeks to plan our books. We're going to set some intentions. We're going to figure out what our word count is going to be, what our worlds are going to look like, who our characters are, who they are at the beginning, and who they will be at the end of our stories. In July, we are pedal to the metal. We are writing, getting as many words as we need for our book to be complete during the month of July. And then in August, we edit, we polish those words up and get them ready for publishing or ready for querying, whatever it is that you decide to do with your book, with your path. And we are here to support you. And we are here to celebrate with you at the finish line when you reach your goal.
That is one of my favorite parts of being a coach for this challenge is celebrating. And it doesn't even matter. Like some people, if you finish, maybe you finish 4 months from now instead of 3 months from now, and you send me a text and you're like, hey, Bekah, I finished. I'm going to celebrate with you with the same enthusiasm as I would if you tell me you finish on the finish line, because I'm so proud of you for getting that book done. So many people tell us, so many people say, hey, I want to write a book, but you are actually taking steps to actually doing that. And I truly believe that you can finish it. All right. Katherine, you want to start us off with our teams?
Absolutely. As we were just sharing in the chat for people watching as well, I know that there were some pantsers present because the word planning and 4 weeks freaked you out. And I don't blame you. You do not have to plan anything at all. We're here on Team Pantser. We have a different schedule, just a little. We are going to prep, but not for outlining sake, not to scope out characters or figure out where the story goes. We are mostly going to jump in with a blank page and amuse and plan nothing. But the first week or so, we are going to build what I call a writer's toolkit. This is going to be the period where you set up inspiration for when you run into writer's block later or you hit a slump later on. So we'll spend a couple weeks doing that. Then we will dive right into the writing phase a little earlier than our friends on the other teams, but with a caveat that doesn't give you extra time to write because we have a bigger mess to sort out in editing because of our beautiful creative chaos. So we will also start our editing phase a couple weeks early to touch all that up and flesh out any scenes that need to be written. So if you're someone who is, a creative chaos kind of person, you have an idea or a dream or something random, you want to put it on the page and then go chase after it, Team Pantser is the place for you. Bekah, you're sort of in the middle ground.
Yeah,
the opposite side of pantsing is the planning.
It's true. So, Kat, do you want to tell us what the polar opposite of pantsing looks like?
I absolutely can. So for planners, if you like to plan your things out, if you like to have a clear idea of where you are going, so there's none of that, oh my God, what comes next moment, then you're with me. You're a planner. We're going to work out what our story is going to look like from beginning to end. Yes, of course, there is room for creativity and chaos in the middle. So your outline is not a prison. Knowing these things is not a prison. It is there to set you free when writing month comes upon us. We will have all of our character arcs planned out. We will know what happens in the beginning, the middle, and the end. We'll have our outlines ready to go. All of those delightful, delicious things will be done in June. So we have less to do in July, and we can just focus on writing and staying motivated. Planners, we have less to do in July. We also have less to do in August, which is so much more fun. I mean, we spend all of our time and all of our energy in June. June is going to be a bit manic isn't the right word. It will be a bit full on.
Structured.
I have milestones. These milestones are there to help you along the way so that when July comes along, you're not panicking and you're ready and raring to go and eager to write when July hits. That's what being a planner is all about. Getting all of that hard work out of the way first so that we can free ourselves to fly in July. Oh my God, it rhymes.
I sense another sticker in the works. Okay, so in between true discovery writers and true planning writers, there is Team Plancer, where I am the coach of Team Plancer, and we take a more hybrid approach to everything. We have guardrails, that's what I like to call them, that kind of drive our story forward. It may not be a fully fleshed outline. I may have some side characters that just are a little bit feral, that just come in of their own accord that I didn't plan for and completely disrail my entire original plan. Looking at you, current work in progress. But what I advocate for is kind of rolling with the creative punches, but having some structure in place. So we have a little bit of chaos and a little bit of structure, and we kind of smush it together, to use the professional term, in order to get our book done. Now, I have a lot of different tools that I share for this, for Team Plancer. A lot of people like to test out all of the different teams, and that's completely welcome. Please, if you've signed up for Team Plancer, but you're like, I don't know, I think I'm curious about Team Planner and also kind of curious about Team Plancer, come to all of the coaching calls. They are not exclusive. You are welcome on any and all of these teams. And if you try one and it's not the right fit for you, move to a different one. Like this is your challenge for your book to get your book done for your writing goals. Pick what serves you the best. I also, over here in Team Plancer, as a full-time professional writer with ADHD, I also tend to have some, for my fellow neurodivergent writers, we do have some feedback in Team Plancer on some strategies to managing some of the quirks of our brains. So that is something that I also cover here in Team Plancer, and everyone is welcome.
There's something to be learned from every single group. I know I drop in on Katherine's sessions sometimes to get a little bit of pantsing oomph for my own writing too. And we all started somewhere. I started as a pantser, and then sidestepped into plantsing, and then into planning. This is an ever evolving journey, this writing gig, and that's why we're here.
All right, Katherine, kick us off. Who are you? Tell us who you are, the person.
So all three of us are the wearer of so many hats. But I am Katherine. I am a USA Today bestselling fantasy author, editor, and author coach. I do authorpreneur stuff full time, and it has been my full-time job for a while. I am, as I said, a tried and true pantser, but I'm a developmental editor by trade. So yes, that is as confusing as it sounds. Comes in helpful when I decide to sort out my mess. I love writing long fiction. My average book is about 250,000 words these days. But I love reading all different genres, all different sizes of books. It's not the size, it's how you use it that matters to me here on this team. So yes, mostly just excited to connect with you guys and get some books done in the challenge.
Awesome. I'm Bekah Brinkmeyer. I am coach of Team Plancer. As I said, I am also a USA Today bestselling author and ghostwriter. I have, I specialize in romance, but I have, at least through my ghostwriting, written quite a few other different genres. I tend to be a somewhat chaotic person when it comes to choosing my book ideas that I choose to bring to market. So I like a little bit of creative flexibility. And I'm live here in the Pacific Northwest. I am lucky enough to do this full time and support my family with my writing. I've been publishing for about 15 years now, and I'm closing in on that lucky number 100 for completed projects, and I'm really excited about that. I do also tend to write long, although not nearly as long as you, Katherine. I don't know if I could write to a 250K book without compulsively making it into a trilogy, but I do tend to write between the 90 to 115K is my average for a lot of my books now. I couldn't believe it when I realized I made that transition. I used to only write novellas and was like, I could never write 90,000 words. And now I'm just like, is 120,000 enough? Is it enough? I don't know. So that's kind of my journey. I do not have an MFA. I do not have a degree in creative writing. I have an MBA that I use to write hockey smut and thrive. So that's my little spiel for Team Plancer. You can find me on Instagram if you enjoy unhinged writer chaos at Hey Coach Bekah.
And that means it's my turn. My name is Kat Campbell. I am also a USA Today bestselling author. I'm a prolific ghostwriter. I've been prolific for the last 10 years. I've been publishing for 10 years, and I have about 300 titles published on Amazon in so many genres and so many pen names. It is now easier to mention which genres I have not written in than it is to tell you what I have written. I'm an author, coach. I'm an instructor here at AutoCrit. If you take any classes, you will see my face and hear my weird noises as I am teaching. I'm really excited to coach Team Planner this year. I have a project in mind that I've been tossing around for a little while. So if you want to follow my project, you can follow me on Instagram at HeyCoachCat and see what I've got up my sleeve. I'll be revealing it to my planner team once we get going. I don't know what else to say. I hate these talking about yourself parts.
Oh,
I am here. I'm here to coach you.
Point being, we all do this full time, and this is something that we enjoy, and we'd like to share whatever wisdom we've managed to glean with you. And then we also learn from every cohort I do. I always learn something. I learned so many things from our challengers. So welcome to everyone. Okay. Let's talk about what coaching means and what it doesn't mean. You might not need a coach. Perhaps you are here for the accountability only and you are not interested in any of the live events. Totally fine. You are 100% welcome. If you don't need a coach, that's cool with us. We are here to offer guidance. We are here to answer writing questions, troubleshoot writing problems, or brainstorm if you need it. Please note, however, there are thousands of you. Unfortunately, we are unable to give each person customized critiques of their individual work at all times. Know that we do have critique services available through AutoCrit. We also have pro member alpha beta tools available to you if you are a pro member. Those are great places to start. They are entirely optional, but just know that we are unable in this free challenge to give you complete critiques of everyone's rough draft. I wish I could clone myself so that I would have that time, but unfortunately that technology has not yet been developed, and I'm not sure the world is ready for two of me. So
I'm not ready for two of me. Let's not.
So unfortunately, we're not able to do that. However, what we are able to do is give you that hype, give you that encouragement, give you that empower. Those coaching calls, they're generally an hour, sometimes a little longer, multiple times a month. We have sprint rooms. We have all kinds of things.
We get people who ask us a lot, and that ties into this slide. How are 3 coaches able to coach all these people? And the reality is people can reach out to us more. We would appreciate that. We would like to hear from you. It is surprising in a way, but not at the same time, because we're all writers. How many writers are so used to struggling alone through their writing block or editing questions or planning questions that they aren't used to having someone to text or reach out to. So when you text us, when you chat in here, with us through this help bubble, we don't have bots set up to reply to you. We don't have AI set up to reply to you. We are actual people. So if you hit this bubble on this screen right now on the AutoCrit page, Sean or Valentina most likely would reply to you, people whose faces you will see and names you will get to know. And that is who you're going to hear from in the Academy as well. So you are not a bother. You are not a burden. Please ping us if you need us.
We legitimately want to hear from you, and it does make us wonder that if you guys are okay when we don't hear from you. So please don't worry that you're blowing up the phone. We'll be fine. It'll be good.
Just a reminder can you go back to the
yeah,
the help thing? Just a reminder. So because we are humans, we are only online for a certain amount of time for the day. At least we're only supposed to be. Humans are online in support from 8 a.m. EST to 8 p.m. EST. Although sometimes you'll get some random replies if Katherine can't sleep or I'm working instead of writing. So keep in mind, there are real people back there. So if you don't get a response right away, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. I promise.
we're chronically online. It's becoming a problem.
It's a thing.
So how does this even work? Katherine, walk us through it.
Yeah, so how this works, you are going to plan or skip into writing your novel in the month of June. You are going to write at least 50,000 words. There's no max. Hello, fellow chunky book writers. You can write as much as you want. You can write as much as possible in July. Ideally, if you're trying to get the book completely done, try to wrap it up in July and then edit that completed draft in the month of August with guidance and tools from the coaches. You can come to team check-ins. We do a couple every month, and those are all scheduled right now. So if you log into AutoCrit, you go to your calendar tab, you can RSVP for all of them through August. You can also join sprint groups, of which there are a lot. There are so many in June alone that we have pinned a post to the main page when you first log into AutoCrit that has a list of all of them because there are so many. And all of those sprints are free. All of your team check-ins are free. The ability to come and do your self-planning and writing and editing in AutoCrit is all available as part of Novel90. Someone had mentioned in the chat here, is there going to be a phase where you're required to use pro member tools? And
No.
Absolutely not. The tools are there, and we have a free series of classes that you can look through to see if they're a good fit before you ever invest in them. But we don't require them for this challenge. So there's not going to be a time where it's like, today we're all using the analyzer. You can use whatever platform you want. We just want the book written. That is the ultimate goal.
And you do get a free account with your Novel90 participation. And there are more than enough tools in the free version of AutoCrit to finish your book, to edit your book, to write your book, to get it done. So don't feel like you need to have a pro account. Yes, it's nice to have the extra tools, but they are not required. We're never going to demand that you use them or anything like that. Also, be involved as little or as much as you want to. People who participate more, and this is a statistical thing, if you participate more with your teams, those people do have a higher finish rate than those who don't. And I mean, it's math. I don't do math, but math. So keeping math. Do you do the math? I can't do the math. Stay involved. We're here to hype each other up and keep each other accountable. I know my team, I'm going to be leaning on you for this challenge to keep me accountable as well. So we're going to help each other.
If you're trying to, I'm sorry, Bekah, there was a lag. If you're trying to write 50,000 words a day just in the month of July, going back to my old NaNoWriMo thing here, you guys, that is 1,667 words per day, which of course you can start a little earlier or lag on just a little later, or do them in giant chunks a couple days a week instead of every single day if that's the way your brain is wired.
All right, so the next most common question we get is, how the heck do I interact with my coach and cohort? Well, Basecamp, friends. There is a free community for you for our teams in Basecamp. It is not the same as our pro member forums, and it actually does not open until tomorrow. For June 1st, our official first day is going to be, we have Basecamp. It does actually have a kind of forum style, like we call it the activity feed, but it's where you can make posts and communicate with everyone who's in this challenge. It's going to be our kind of information hub where that's where you go to find your the replays for the coaching calls. That's going to be where you go to find links to different forum activities that we might have. It's where you go to find the resources. We each have a pretty wide variety of resources actually that we've loaded into Basecamp for pretty much every writing style, and then some other ones that are all in there. So you'll have access to all of those, again, completely free, and access doesn't like expire at the end of the challenge. You always have, this is cohort based, so you as members of the 5th cohort will always have the 5th cohort as space to be able to go back and reference.
Sounds like a horde of orcs, and I'm very happy about that.
Now, texting is a feature that we also have. Now, unfortunately, and I don't control this, so please don't get mad at me, it is only available for US and Canada. We use a platform, so you're not actually texting my actual phone, so don't worry about it. If you're texting me at 1 in the morning your time, I will get it when I log in. However, that goes to the point that we've had many questions of, I didn't use the texting because I thought I was going to bother you, or I thought that it went to everyone. Or that they thought it was a chat bot. So let me just tell you, there are no chat bots. It goes to either Katherine, Kat, or I. We are a little bit chaotic, but we are definitely very, very human. Secondly, yeah, this is not, you're not blowing up our phone. Text us whenever you want. And third, of course, it is private. So even if we send out a group text, which we do regularly, and that is something that you will be able to reply to, and it's not like a reply all situation, it just replies back to us. So if you wanted to respond to one of the questions that we ask, you are not, sending that text to like 4,000 people. You're sending it to us. We do ask, please, that you give us a little bit of patience, just given how many of you there are, that give us a couple days sometimes to respond, but we always respond. But, Kat, do you want to tell them what's new this cohort?
Oh my God. So
Spill the beans,
wait,
Kat.
wait. Am I allowed to?
I think you can. I think you can give a little bit of a teaser, but we won't be able to see it until tomorrow.
Okay.
Book trailer moment.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So planners, I want to say this is for us, but it's for everyone. This is for everyone, and this is a really exciting thing. So as you're going through writing your novel, we've added a new functionality, a new feature that is going to help you with your planning, with the stages of your novel, to know what is coming next, where you are in the journey of your book, and where you are in your writing path. And I'm so excited. I want to explain all of it. I just need all the photos and pictures and things, and I want to do it. Anyway, this is brand new. We're going to have an orientation about it tomorrow and on the 6th as well. I'm very excited for this. I've been itching for this for a while.
It's pretty cool.
Drum roll. Come to the orientation tomorrow.
Please come to the orientation and check it out. And it's going to be available for everybody. There's no paywall on this one.
No, well, to be fair, it's only available to you if you are registered for Novel90. So this is a Novel90 exclusive. This feature is in beta. So that is something that we are opening up to all of Novel90 because it fits so perfectly with our challenge. And so this is something we'd love to chat with you about. So come to orientation. We're also going to go over some setup things for how to make the most out of Novel90. And it's easier for us to do those in kind of segments like this. So we added that this cohort after listening to feedback of saying that they really folks really wanted a little bit more of an orientation, I think, that first week so that you guys can get that momentum. So please, we tried to put them one on the weekend, one in the evening. We understand time zones are what they are. So all three of us are in different time zones and countries. And we do our best to make sure that there's a variety, and we will continue to try to do that. I have yet to find a time during this 24 hours that works for every single time zone. So if anyone else has that time, please let me know. Okay.
I'm so excited about this. Ugh.
I know. Guys, you guys are going to freak out. It's so good. Okay. Frequently asked questions. We've already answered a lot of this, but yeah, genres allowed, all of them. And for my super spicy readers or writers, or my super like gory horror folks, there's no content warnings there. So like, knock yourself out, friend. We are reminders. The texts are answered by real people. They're us. Be kind. How often am I going to email you? I'm going to email you 3 times a week, usually on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. This week is going to be an exception. You're going to get an email tomorrow as well. So it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. But I will explain more in that email. You can unsubscribe from Writer's Fuel if you want to, but know that that is one of the ways that we give you that information. You can also get that information in Basecamp. Katherine, is this a contest or a challenge?
Oh my goodness, this is a challenge, you guys. Even if you wanted to submit your story to us, you cannot. At the end of this challenge, we will give you a finisher's form to complete. It is an honor system based challenge. So you will complete the form, you'll send us the form, that's it. You will not be competing against each other for whose story is the best. We will not be reading your work. We will not be judging your work. We will not be providing critiques on your work. This means you retain full rights to your work and everything is protected. So you can write it wherever you want, then take it to publish it, query it, do whatever you want with it. So for that, someone mentioned in the chat, what's to keep my content from competing with an AI? Well, there is no competition. So you're good. And remember that this is a writing challenge. So since nobody's judging it, since nobody here is going to be reading it, and since the purpose is to challenge yourself to write, we encourage you to try to find your words within a safe space in the challenge.
Awesome. Again, 100% free. So if you want to win as a finisher circle, which is our main category, everyone who finishes a first draft is eligible for this level. Step 1, complete your first draft during the challenge. That's pretty much the main step there. But then ensure that it's at least 50,000 words. That could be a full novel. That could be a textbook. That could be a collection of stories. I don't know. Make sure it's 50,000. Make sure you can identify the genre that you wrote and that you can provide a draft blurb. That's it. Fill out the form and you are able to call yourself a Finisher's Circle member of Novel90. Join a huge global alumni of folks that have reached this level. Now we do have, we do actually have a second level. Do you want to explain this, Kat?
Surely. So we do have a grand prize and we do have a short list. This is a bonus level for those of you who want to go above and beyond. Obviously, this is for a limited number of people who do everything required by the challenge, but also go a little bit further. Your work is completed at least 50,000 words and is fully edited and ready for publication. Prove it to us. Give us a link to your pre-order. Send us your query letter. We want to see that you are taking your book to the next step. So at the end of the challenge, if you've qualified for the Finisher's Circle and you want to go farther, you can fill out the form at the end of the challenge and include your pre-order link, your sale link, a query letter, an agent acceptance letter, links to your cover. I always love to see everyone's covers, and all your social media bits. These things, if you want to progress to this level, again, not required, but we would love for you to get to this point. We are always so proud of all of you taking part in this challenge, and we want to see you publish. We want to see your books on Amazon alongside ours. This is how we all rise together.
And I want to pop in here that yes, Valeda, having a book on Kickstarter or anything else, having a link we can promote, because essentially the prize is a marketing packet that's going to use these links. Having your book somewhere we can promote it if it wins is good. It's got to be completely finished, 100% edited, as in you're not going back to fix anything. It's done. You're never looking at it again except to read it and reminisce, and then querying or published.
Yep. All right, so here's some dates I want you to remember, and these will be on the calendar. Obviously, today is the kickoff, but we have June 21st is when Team Pantser is scheduled to start writing. July 1st for the rest of us. Again, if you're ready to start writing next week, there's nothing stopping you from writing next week. If you're working on something that's already in progress and you're like, Bekah, I don't need to plan. I'm like 12 chapters deep into this thing. I need to finish this book. Then by all means, please continue to write and say hi to us during coaching calls. July 20th, Team Pantser is going to start editing, and August 1st, Team Pantser and Planner will start their editing phase. Fun fact, Kat and I will be in Australia at the same time on August 1st. So the timing is going to be a little odd for our teams because I am swapping 12 and a half hours back. Forward. Sorry, time zones. I'm doing too much math in my head. So be patient with us on those coaching calls for Kickoff the first, because yeah, it's to my US folks. We're gonna have a different time zone for a little bit.
We'll be upside down. It'll be great.
Yeah, we'll be upside down. And August 31st is when the challenge ends and finisher submissions open. We does take us a hot minute to get through all of our submissions, so please be patient. We will have our winners announced by the end of September, before the big fall Novel90 starts, which is October 1st. Now, here we go. In alignment too with other challenges in the industry, we are not revealing rankings beyond the shortlist or winners of the grand prize, by the way. Someone asked if they could give feedback on every single one, and I can't. There's so many of you.
Please don't.
I can't.
Well, it's not a competition. We're not ranking your work. We're not, going, hey, your story was better than so-and-so's story. So it's not like there's a pass-fail.
So, yes, upcoming coaching calls. Now, Team Plancer, let me tell you why we have 2 and other people have 1. It's because statistically speaking, we tend to be the largest of our teams. Now, you guys could prove me wrong. You guys could be full of planners or full of pantsers and maybe leave us plancers in our lonesome over here. That could happen. However, statistically, it has not. So we actually have 2 because there's so many of you. So I tried to put them on different times to make sure that I could reach people. And so we have June 3rd at 3 p.m. Eastern, or June 5th is it June 5th? I thought it was June 6th. At 5 p.m. And those are all RSVPable to the on the calendar inside of AutoCrit. Team Panther, where you at?
Hey, you guys. So our kickoff call is officially June 8th at 8:30 p.m., but do still come to orientation. Kat is not lying when she says it is for everybody. There are different tools that we're going to be using, and I can't talk any more about that without giving it away, but come join in and see what is in the works for us pantsers in orientation on the 1st or the 6th too.
Perfect. Team Planner.
Team Planner, on June 6th, we will have our kickoff, and I'll go through all of our milestones, tell you what you can expect from planning month. I'm going to reveal my project for the challenge, and we're going to talk about how much fun it is to plan our books, because it is fun. It is fun. Come be a big geek with me. It's going to be good.
All right, folks, we believe in you, but we need you to believe in your story. You are fully capable of writing this book. You are writing a story that only you can tell this story the way it is in your head. And you absolutely, if you write, you are a writer already. You do not have to be published to call yourself a writer. You do not have to have a goal of publication to call yourself a writer. Instead, writers are people who write. And you are already a writer, and we are so excited to see what you do with your stories this cycle.
A couple quick questions before we wrap up and get into orientation. The amazing Bekah does a fantastic job of putting all of the core things you need in an email that will probably go out tomorrow, if I know Bekah. That's going to include things like, remember the orientation. But as a very, very quick note, the AutoCrit calendar, when you log into your free AutoCrit account and click the calendar tab at the top, that's where all these events are. The orientations are there, the check-ins are there, the sprints are there, other events going on at AutoCrit are there. So hop over there. That is live right now. You can do it as soon as we get off this call if you want.
You could do it during the call. We're on YouTube. Like, open up another tab, friends, and get it on there.
It is never too late to sign up. Jump on www.novel90.com. Do come and join us. You can join us at the beginning of July. You can join us at the beginning of August. Whatever your challenge looks like, this challenge looks different for everyone. So don't feel like you're too late. You've got time.
All right. Well, I am super excited. I will share more about the project I'm working on during my first coaching calls. I will say that I derailed my entire publication schedule for the next 11 months to write this because it won't stop. It won't leave me alone. And so now I had to shoehorn it in. And I'm really excited for it to stop haunting me and get on the page. I know you know how that feels, Kat and Katherine.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm excited to share that. We do write with y'all pretty much every time. We're working on some sort of marketing project, and I share little snippets about that throughout the entire challenge. But thank you so much for joining us. I am so excited for this. And we are going to officially start. So Basecamp will open tomorrow. You will have an email from me tomorrow. Please sign up for the texting. I can go back to that slide if you need to, if you're US or Canada. Hold on. Where'd it go? There it is. If you want to sign up for the texting, you text hashtag or # join Novel90, all one word. And that will get you into the texting queue. You'll get an automated text that'll ask you which team you want to be affiliated with. And that will kind of just put that category, that essentially tags you so that we know which ones to we reply to all of them, but it puts you on our team so that we can see it. So please do respond to that. And again, as soon as this platform opens it up to outside of the US and Canada, you guys will be the first to know. But I don't have the ability to make them do that.
We have a lot of questions about teams and changing teams and joining teams. The simple part of it is tomorrow Basecamp is going to open. There will be team introduction threads there. So hop into the team introduction thread and introduce yourself. And if you would like to change or join more than one team, that's fine. We are all friendly with each other. Even us coaches sometimes jump in each other's coaching calls. Kat and I do that regularly because we like annoying each other in a good way. that morbid curiosity of what goes on in a pantser mind or a planner mind. On the text side, though, if you want to change who you're getting text from, just send it back send us a message back because we're all human, and just be like, hey, I would like to add this team or move to this team. And team confused is a term that we use affectionately for people deciding how much planning you need before you write, essentially. So if you get in and you think you're going to pants it, and then you're like, I need more structure, you might be in team confused for the planning phase. But once you hit writing, hopefully you'll have a groove underneath you and you know how much planning you need, and then you can jump on in to that team.
And I want to stress really, really, really clearly, there is no one perfect way to do this. There is no one perfect way to write. There's no one perfect system. It's whatever works best for you. That is the perfect system. And I say that with my entire chest. That is the perfect system. Whatever works best for you is perfect.
I'm going to be honest, y'all. I wrote my first book with no classes, no accountability, no actual writing style, and mostly audacity. And the audacity of someone, it didn't occur to them to care about a lot of these things that I now deeply care about now. I was just like, you know what? I love this story and I'm going to write it. So I did. Is that first book my best work? Not even close. It's actually aggressively trash in the most affectionate way I can possibly call it. When I compare it to what it looks like, I write over 1 million words a year. So if I take that 15 years ago, if I take what I was, and I'm still so proud of myself for jumpstarting that career. I had no idea that's what I was doing when I wrote that book. But when I take that book and I compare it to the book that I finished earlier this year, it doesn't even feel like the same author. Because I learned so much over time. So let yourself just write the thing. Put it out there. See what happens. We're always growing. We're always learning.
Guys, my first book that I wrote for NaNoWriMo in 2012, I didn't know how to write dialogue, so I just didn't put any in the book.
I love that. It's very meta. You're just like, you know what? Dialogue, don't know her.
Don't need it. Don't need it. It's all about description and immersion and atmosphere. That's it. It was a horror book too. So
it was a horror book with no dialogue?
I mean, there was screaming.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I think it fits. I like it. So you guys do the thing. Don't get so caught up in your head that you're like, I won't be. One of the favorite quotes I saw, I see it on Instagram. I think I have it on one of our posts too. That why are you comparing your first draft to someone's finished product? I have people that come in here sometimes and they're like, I will never write a book like Rebecca Yaros. They just finished Onyx Storm or something. I look at my first 3 chapters, they're not the same. Like, ma'am, she has a catalog of like 30 books. She's been writing forever. She's a professional, traditionally published author who works with a team. You have written 3 chapters of your first draft. They are not the same. That does not mean that you can't achieve the same success, but you're still in first draft mode. Get your story out. You're telling your first draft is you telling your story to yourself. Stop comparing it to the hardback special edition that you saw at Barnes & Noble. I know it's hard, but don't do it.
Yeah. So questions about the writing. You do not have to write every day. We do not write every day, even though maybe we should. You do not have to write every day. Kat might write every day because Kat just writes a lot. But there was a couple days that I took off a couple months ago where I wrote 25,000 words in 2 days. And I didn't write for like 3 weeks leading up to that weekend. So however floats your boat, the goal is to get the words done. And I suggest, as a pantser in all my creative chaos, that you find a routine that works for you. So if that means writing every day can't work for you because life, then make sure you carve out time. Otherwise, it will become a back burner thing. Saturday, Sunday, these are my times to write, or every morning at 5, or every night at 11 o'clock. Come up with a routine that works for you and the way your brain works. Make it a priority. If you treat this like an optional hobby instead of a challenge, it will result like an optional hobby instead of a challenge. If you treat it like a serious challenge and really devote the time, then you will see results that align with that. We do have lots of courses. People are asking, is there a course about how to actually write? We've got you covered in our academy. And someone else asked about the academy being included in Novel90. It is not. So we're giving you guys all these coaching things, and Kat has planning resources to help you, and Bekah has resources, and I have resources. But we do have an Academy Live Pass. So if you see a lot of courses in May and June and July that you would like to take, my suggestion is to go sign up for the pass. It is going to be the most affordable way to take all those things and be in the loop. All right. I think we've got about the nutshell of the questions. We've got some that are still coming in, but they are things we talked about earlier. So this recording will be posted immediately after the live at this same link. So when we quit talking, we go offline, refresh your page, and you can get caught up on all the things. But thank you, Kat and Bekah, for doing this with me. Thank you guys for being here. We're super proud of you.
We're proud of you already. We haven't even started. I'm proud of you for showing up and for being like, you know what, I'm going to do this. That's an important step all on its own. Already proud of you. Proud of you.
I know I think it was up the chat a little bit, but I did see someone that's like, what happens if we have a really busy life? You know what? I want to shout out to the folks that, I fully recognize the ability that I have as a full-time author. I am fully self-employed, which means that if I want to write from noon until 4 o'clock, I can do that in the middle of the day. But I wasn't a full-time self-employed author for much of my career. For decade, I wrote on the train. I wrote in 10 and 15 minute. I wrote on the train. I wrote in daycare pickup. I wrote while waiting. Actually, I'm into the chauffeur stage of life with my kids, so I constantly write in the car. I wrote late nights and early mornings, and at coffee shops, and in stolen moments in like 100-word increments at a time. I used to dream actually of the ability to actually just have 2 freaking hours to myself where no one is yelling mom or is having to be chauffeured from point A to point B, which is almost always on the other side of town across 2 bridges and through 45 minutes of traffic every time. So I want to give you guys an extra special shout out that it takes a lot of Time is our most precious resource, and sometimes fitting things like a challenge or like writing a book into an already busy schedule can feel really freaking daunting. So I'm going to encourage you to do it in short chunks. Don't look at your calendar and say, where can I spend 3 hours of dedicated time every day if that's not what you have, because your 24 hours is different than anyone else's 24 hours, right? Instead, where can you find 15 minutes? Can you bring the tablet into the bathroom after you shower and spend 15 minutes writing with the door locked so that your kids can't find you, and write in that 15-minute increment? Can you bring it to your lunch break and eat and type at the same time? Could you get up 10 minutes earlier and do a sprint in the morning? Find ways that can be sustainable for your life, because you're not setting yourself up for success if you tell yourself you're going to write 2 hours every day when the 22 hours of your day are already spoken for. That is a one-way ticket to burnout. Ask me how I know.
Ask us all how we know.
Not as we did mistakes, you guys.
Burnout is the worst to try to recover from too. There's been times in my life where, as much as I had to, I physically couldn't write. I burned myself out to the point where my muse was not just on vacation. My muse was like, you're dead to me. So don't bring yourself to that point. Instead, find a sustainable pattern that works for you. And if that's lunch breaks 5 days a week, congratulations. Every single one of those words you get is more words than you had the day before.
The amount of smut that I wrote at Subway on my lunch hours is actually, I really should have just sent them a giant apology letter by the time I quit my job. I spent so much time in Subway writing very, very filthy things while eating my lunch or pretending to eat my lunch. Early mornings, lunch hours, after work, till all hours of the morning. You will find the time.
And you'll find the place too. If my favorite place to write is actually the cafe outside the tax assessor's office, not because I like the tax assessors, but because no one's ever there. There's a nice little pond with a view, and they have a really great cafe that makes a fabulous local chai. So I was like, you know what? And you can hear all the tea from the government building. So because people come in and they like to gossip, but you know what's better than office gossip you're involved in? Office gossip that you have no context for. On that note, I think that we are just about at an hour, so we should go. But happy almost start for Novel90. We can't wait to spend the next 90 days with you.
Happy Novel90, friends.
Yeah, it's already June 1st for you.
It is.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.